crown. Lamar Jackson just continues to be red hot. We got a Jackson 5. Lamar with 5 touchdown passes.
I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, and we taking the game at a time. I'm not worried about MVP, you know. If it come, I'll be satisfied, but I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. That's a team award, and that's what I want.
LJ, MVP, if you got a problem, come see me. Just run that back from last week. That's all I'm going to say. Man, people been trying me, but they can't validate their opinions. So, LJ for MVP.
There's nothing like it.
Is there something
You can't emulate it. How are you going to practice it? Lamar's the fastest guy on the field. And now you got it. Obviously, I'm a little frustrated. No, don't take it. It's just he's an MVP for a reason.
Yeah, he is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take. Thank you for hanging with us. Marcus Spears,
What's
Max
up?
Kellerman, Molly Karam Rose,
Very dapper
Stephen
today.
A. Smith.
Appreciate it.
How we
What's
doing,
up,
fellas?
I got distracted. I'm
You
sorry.
guys look
I'm sorry.
wonderful.
Oh,
What's up,
good.
big boy?
I'm
Thank
doing
you.
great.
You all right?
I get one
yeah.
too?
How do? How do?
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I'm among the
Somebody might pay you
Man,
a visit a little bit
man,
later.
just hold on.
Somebody might pay you a
Molly,
little
what's up?
visit later
How we doing?
on.
You heard what he
I'm
said? You
good.
heard what he said this morning about Stephen A?
That's right.
No, what'd you say?
Hurt people hurt people.
I love that line.
Yep.
Is that Joel Osteen or Oprah?
I don't know who
I
it
can't
is, but
remember.
it's a good
I
one.
use that one. It's
Yeah.
great.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Among the
Because you're
terrible
hurting
self-help
inside.
type
You're hurting
expressions, it's a good one.
inside.
All I'm
So
gonna
you
say-
try to hurt others.
All I'm going to say is
with
this.
your Cowboys
That
venom.
was a phenomenal line by Marcus Spears this morning on Get Up. Here's the problem with it. You talk about throwing up a softball and biting. You understand? That statement is never so tailor-made for anyone more than a Cowboys fan. You will live to regret the
How you
day
know I'm
you
not
said
playing
that.
chess?
No, you ain't playing chess against me.
Okay. All right.
You just lost the game already.
Listen, you guys
just
are
lost
trying
the
to make
game
it
already.
about you, but it's about
I done stole
Action
your queen.
Jackson. They called him that for a reason, and boy, did he put on a show
got two
last
of them.
night. I'm ignoring that comment. As the Ravens stomped the Rams 45-6, Jackson became the first player, 5 pass TDs in a Monday Night Football debut. Oh, and did I mention what he did on the ground? 95 rush yards. Max Kellerman. Is Lamar the best quarterback in the NFL?
Yes, he's the MVP this season. He's the best. But really, you're asking a larger question, because I've sat here and said Patrick Mahomes is in a class by himself, and now let's talk about everyone else, and I would have said Rodgers is after him. No. Patrick Mahomes, push comes to shove, I would still take him, probably, maybe. Lamar Jackson is on that level. I said Patrick Mahomes has a chance to be Michael Jordan in the NFL. Lamar, it's just an issue of can he keep this up? But here's the scary thing about Lamar. He keeps getting better. Lamar Jackson and this Ravens team keeps getting better. He was, according to Warren Sharp, I talked,
Sharp Analytics.
There you go. He was the #1 most accurate passer at age 21. Accurate passer. Forget about his speed for a second. At age 21 in the history of the NFL. Now he's age 22. How you like him now? How about this? Also from Warren Sharp. Here are the 4 top defensive minds in the NFL. Head coaches: Bill Belichick, Pete Carroll, Wade Phillips, Romeo Crennel.
Gutted him.
13 touchdowns, no interceptions, 4-0 with a point differential over 100. I love Mahomes.
That's a good point, because Stephen A. likes resumes.
I love Mahomes. Mahomes is 24. Lamar Jackson's 22 years old.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes has company.
First of all, emphasizing his age doesn't make him any younger. Number 2, and more importantly, I'm really wondering whether was that Sharp Analytics.
Sharp Analytics.
Sharp Analytics. I mean, they need to give you an endorsement deal. They really
It's
do.
him. It's one dude.
He needs to pay
One-man
you.
band.
Okay, as much as you
My
mentioned
boy.
him. I'm being fair. He needs to pay you.
the best in the
Number
business.
Number three.
Yeah.
I would have you remember. First of all, I do not believe that Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in football. I believe he is a superstar in the making. I think he's electrifying and sensational, and I have come on board. He is the leading candidate for league MVP honors right now. But you know how I am about the position. What is your job description? And for me, no matter how electrifying you are, because I felt the same way when Michael Vick was making noise in the NFL, running that football, you ain't a running back. You are electrifying. You might win games and all that stuff. But when we talk about a quarterback, in terms of you being the best quarterback in football, that answer is hell no, he is not. Lamar Jackson is completing 66% of his passes. I get it. You know he's thrown 24 touchdown passes this season. Do you know 10 of them have come against Miami? And last night with the Rams. The Rams are the 15th ranked defense in the NFL. 4 came last week against Houston, which is the 17th ranked team defense in football. And, of course, the Miami Dolphins are the Miami Dolphins. That is 14 of his 24 touchdowns against 3 highly suspect defenses, as far as I'm concerned.
What you want him to do against those defenses?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, like, he's throwing touchdowns against other teams, too.
Hold on. Let me finish hearing this. I want to keep hearing this.
Exactly. That's right. Don't interrupt. That's very rude. The point that I'm trying to make to you is this. Here's the bottom line. All I'm saying is, when you look at him and his ability, he's sensational. He's young. He's getting better. He's ascended. Last time we saw him was in the playoffs against Los Angeles Chargers. We know how that went. I'm not taking anything away from his greatness as an athlete. I'm not taking anything in terms of his greatness, his ability to run the football, and the presence that he has right now. It cannot be denied. But when it comes to the quarterback position, it's just my thing. It's not a general thing, Marcus, because you play football. I'm going to defer to you. I'm just letting you know where I stand. When it comes to the quarterback position, I'm about how you can fling that football. That's me. And the reason why it really, really elevated in the mind's eye is because when my man Skip and I used to do this show, and you had a whole bunch of people out there looking at Tim Tebow, I was saying the Denver Broncos had the #1 rushing attack in football, just like the Ravens did now. Now, Tim Tebow on his best day could never run a football like this, brother. We understand that. But I was very big and fixated on the fact you don't get to run the football and be recognized as an elite quarterback because of your ability to run the football. I did it with Michael Vick. I did it with Tim Tebow. I'm doing the same thing with Lamar Jackson. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Max, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Sure. You got to get out of the old guard. Okay. This is different. We've never been, this landscape that Lamar Jackson is living in, we've never been in it in the NFL. Okay. There is no comparison. People keep saying Michael Vick and all of that. When they tried to make Michael Vick a pocket passer, we saw Michael Vick go down in his production.
Kaepernick, too.
Absolutely.
He's also much bigger than Michael Vick.
Here's the thing, though. Like, when you look at Lamar Jackson yesterday, 15 for 20, 165, people say, oh, what? It's because he doesn't have to. Stephen A., I'm telling you right now, he's had 3 damn near perfect QBRs this season. We saw him gut the New England Patriots. The problem that people have with Lamar Jackson is we have this old ideology that he doesn't play quarterback in a conventional way. And I'm telling you, it's easy. Like, I don't fault anybody for feeling that way because everything football has taught us, 6'5", pocket passer, deliver the ball, distribute, not athletic, that's who wins Super Bowls. And there's a legit argument. I've sat on this show and said the same thing. But here's the thing about Lamar Jackson. Every once in a while, we get a MJ or we get a LeBron James, and then we got to rethink how we think about it.
I'm going to give you the last word. Go. Here's my point to you. You have a point if I'm talking about this season. I've already conceded he's the leading candidate for league MVP honors because he's been that electrifying. The only reason I give you pushback is because my attitude is, what if you got yourself hurt running the football to the point where your running ability is compromised? Then you have to stop. You kind of limit your mobility, and now you have to fling that football. What level of faith should I have in you in terms of your ability to fling the football?
That's legit.
So for me, when the question is the best quarterback, that's where I come in and challenge all of that.
So in other words, is he accurate? Can he make reads? Is he accurate, right? And does he have arm strength? Check. I just said most accurate passer in the history of football, age 21. Here he is, age 22. Same thing, age 22. Is it going to be the same thing, age 23? If it's by the time he's 28, then he's the most accurate passer of all time. Look, the hoodwink era is over. There was an era up until now where really, and we know what it is. Of course, it's racial. That's the elephant in the room no one wants to talk about. That black guys can't play quarterback. Know why? Because a lot of them are fast, seem to be the idea. Wait, so an extra dimension to your game? That's no good?
It was Sean.
I mean, right. I mean, I went for white quarterbacks too, I suppose. Oh, he's too, but Steve Young ran and other guys ran. That era is over. If you can do extra
the top
things,
best QBRs
that's
are all
good for you.
African-American quarterbacks.
Right, the top 5 QBR, all African-American quarterbacks. And I hear a lot now with Lamar Jackson because people want to fight against stereotype. He works really hard. See, we're not saying he's just physically talented. He works hard. Yeah, no kidding, he works hard. You can't be that good without working hard. He is. Let's focus on what quarterbacks do. Obviously, he's the fastest guy on the field. What does a quarterback have to do? Number 1, lead. He's a leader. Number 2, read defenses. He's very good at that. Number 3, requisite arm strength. He has a good, strong arm. Number 4, accuracy down the field. He does that. And finally, a head coach with the guts to say, that guy can do all these things. I'm not going to try to fit a square peg in a round hole. Okay. I'm going to build an offense around him.
I understand you're both saying that he's the best, but then Stephen A., if he isn't, who do you think is? Who is the best quarterback?
Well, I think Russell Wilson is still a better quarterback.
Legit argument there.
I think Russell Wilson is still a better quarterback.
But I hear you.
And then you can look at Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than him. Again, you're not taking away anything from the greatness. You could talk about that all you want to in terms of the black quarterback. But long before you came on this show, we've lamented the state of affairs with the black quarterback. And oh, by the way, Warren Moon decades ago debunked that theory. Right. Because what Warren Moon did was take your very critique. He didn't alter the criteria for a quarterback. What he did was he took your criteria and threw it in the garbage because as a black quarterback, he went out there and did what those great quarterbacks were doing.
So Lamar's doing
No. What I'm saying is you add the dimension that's a bit different. We applaud it. We welcome
Marcus,
it.
You get the last word here.
Debunking it, Warren Moon did that.
Yeah, I think it's just time for us to embrace the fact that this is being done a different way. And then when you think about going forward in the future, there ain't a lot of Lamar Jacksons, right? We saw this trend in the NFL where people wanted to hire coaches to develop their quarterbacks. The problem that I've had with the Lamar Jackson criticism, I saw Lamar Jackson at Louisville carve people up. Was he the greatest? No, he wasn't. He didn't
got
come
a
out
lot
of
more
college.
accurate
He
in the
got a lot
pros.
more.
Yep.
Was he the great? But the ability to do it. These were some of the same perceptions. And it's funny you mentioned black quarterback. Some of these same perceptions was of Dak Prescott.
We got to go,
as well. Continue to get better. They have the ability.
We got to go. Just keep in mind that before RG3 nearly had his leg amputated by Haloti Ngata, we were saying the same thing about him because of coming out of Baylor. He could really fling that football, showing out. He was going to be Rookie of the Year in the nation's capital. Then the leg injury compromised.
You got to pocket pass. You got to be able to pocket pass.
So Matt says Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL. Stephen A. says not yet. He is the MVP, but Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes still in that conversation. Much more to come on First Take. Marcus Spears sticking around here with us. Both LeBron and Giannis have their teams on 8-game winning streaks, but who is the real MVP? We'll talk about their big nights. Plus, is Jerry Jones making a huge mistake by not making any coaching changes this season? We debate his status coming up. Plus, is Jay-Z actually the most influential person in sports? Dr. Michael Eric Dyson will take on the fellas. Stay here, First Take.